but then you kind of get through it. It's an amazing, you feel amazing when you can get through something like that, and no one knows what's going on in your head, but yeah, it happens all the time. It's part of the job, but it's kind of okay, and I love the fact that, especially in live theatre, anything can happen, and actually those bits where things do go wrong are often really interesting, that people have to cover for it, or you realise that you're in a team of people who all are looking out for each other, and it's kind of an amazing thing when it happens. So yeah, thank you.
Great question. What's up, boss?
Good episode. Good episode.
The main question I want to ask you is about when you were in Legends of Tomorrow.
Sure.
When you were with Hunters, I want to ask, what was your favourite memory you felt with that? But also, would you have came back if you had a final season? Would you have gone?
So yeah, I'd love to do Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, it was a big old beast of a show. I mean, when I turned up to the studio that they had for it, was about the size of this room, with a much taller ceiling. And on my first day, I got there a few weeks earlier, and they'd half built the Wave Rider in the studio in its entirety. And they just took me in and went, right, here's your spaceship. And I was like, this is brilliant. Right, I get my own spaceship, that's great. And again, the people, I loved working with Victor Garber on that show. I loved working with everyone on that show. I mean, some people were difficult in the nicest possible way. There were some big personalities on that show, but like Katie and Brandon and Victor were just in France, just great to work with. I've been a big fan of Victor Garber for years, and so getting to work with him was brilliant. And I got to ride a horse, and I love horses, so that was really fun. Yeah, it was great. It was really good fun. And yeah, so when I left for various reasons, because there were other jobs filming jobs that I was doing, and I wanted to come out and do some theatre, so I said to them, I was like, is it okay if I leave at some point? And they were great, they let me have my contract, which was wonderful. And then it was always the plan to go back at some point, either for a few episodes or for a longer period of time. And we kept talking about it, and whenever they'd asked me to come back, I wasn't free. And so yeah, if it had gone on for another season, I kind of hoped that I would have gone back. But I was very glad I got to go back for the 100th episode, which was great because Katie was directing it. It was great to see her at work. She's a really good director, so yeah, it was good. Thank you.
Okay, you mentioned Victor Garber.
Yeah.
You know what Victor Garber's in, don't you?
What?
Titanic.
I know Victor Garber is in Titanic, which I can't watch.
Conversation backstage about my very huge obsession.
How many times have you seen it?
11 times in the theater I saw Titanic. It's almost a 4-hour movie. And years afterwards were, it's so upsetting.
Yeah, I
It
couldn't
is.
get through it. I was so just traumatized by it. It's so sad. Like all those people. Oh god, it's horrible. But yeah, Victor's in it. It's brilliant.
There were 13 dogs on board too.
Don't tell
I'm
me
making it
that.
so much worse. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the task at hand. Hello.
I would have liked you to just continue. So,
Hiya.
so I dropped off after months. I was a teenager on June watched off.
Sure.
So I was rewatching. What I like about Rory's character is that he's kind of rejects the sort of toxic masculinities where he's emotional.
Yeah.
He's surrounded by like strong women. Do you think that you got that from your own kinds of stories?
No, that's a really interesting question. Yeah, possibly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that without saying yes, no, I am brilliant. I think the character was written like that, and written like that for a reason. Stevie wanted to explore that and was really sick of seeing stories with like these big heroic men always taking charge, and he really wanted to put Karen's character front and centre in that relationship, and I thought that was really good. But yeah, I suppose you know I brought whatever of myself to it that I could, and I don't know. Like I know when I got the job, it was a fairly the dynamic wasn't quite set. Do you know what I mean? It was a fairly nondescript character, and I definitely brought my nervousness and wanted to lean into that because I thought that was, I don't know, well, two things. I was very aware of the situations that I was presented with on the script for the audition. I was like, if anyone was in this situation, they would just be questioning everything and going, why are we doing this? So I wanted to bring that, which I also thought would be funny. And yeah, I liked the dynamic between them and the fact that Rory was emotional. And I suppose I am a very emotional person, so I couldn't quite help it. But I'm going to continue thinking about that question, so thank you. That's a very good question.
I'm sorry, Doug.
No, please carry on.
I agree with you with the Pandora and the Roman soldier and it actually moved me. It's
Right.
amazing how much the show moves people.
Yeah.
So I really like that dialogue, so thank you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Great question. We'll do our final question here. This is perfect timing. Hi.
I just want to say I love you, Rory, so much.
Thank you.
My question is, I know that River's character was kept a secret for a while. So when you read the script for the first time, what was your first initial reaction? Was it shock, and how did it affect like you were cast?
What, knowing that she was my daughter? Yeah, spoiler alert for 12 years ago. Well, we knew that there was going to be a big twist, and we knew that there was something like that coming. And so we were all discussing it quite a lot. It was just funny because we don't, you know, outside of work, we tend to kind of talk about this kind of thing. You don't really talk about the job that you're doing, you know. But we were all going, there is something, and we're going to work it out. We knew that Alex knew, and that she'd been told. And I say this a lot, but Karen, I think, keeps contradicting me on this, but I was the first one to work it out. And we were having dinner one day, and I was sat next to Alex, and I led over to her, I was like, Alex, is the thing you've been told, is it you know, daughter? And she just leaned over to me and went, hello, Daddy. And I was like, yes, that's the best way I could have possibly done that. That's very good. So yeah, we were all just really excited because we knew it was such a good storyline, and it was so Stephen Moffat. It was just like a perfect thing, and we knew that, you know, whatever he had written would have been amazing. But yeah, opening any script on Doctor Who when you're working on it is such an exciting moment because it's like reading a book that you're in, and you get, you know, whenever the scripts came out, we'd all just hurry them away and go through. It was always, especially a Stephen script. So that one did not disappoint. It was very, very exciting. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Amazing questions, everybody.
Yeah, really good
Thank you
questions.
so
Thank
much.
you so much.
And Arthur, this has been so much fun to hear all of your insight. You are fascinating, and just congratulations on the career. Wishing you continued success,
Thank
of
you
course.
very much.
Any final words for your adoring fans?
Oh, no, thank you. It's so nice to see so many of you. I've met so many of you so far. And I'll be over there if you want to come say hello. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation.